Aquarius placements. Let's see what we have for you, shall we? Aquarius. Feeling social, feeling optimistic about your environment or maybe your community. Perhaps even having fun with the company that you're keeping. Life seems to be good, Aquarius. It seems to be light. Ooh, what is that? Okay, maybe I spoke too soon because there is a part of you that is way hidden from anyone that knows you. There is a part of you that is very much hidden, and it's almost like opposite of what you show. It's very animalistic, it's very aggressive, if I may say, and it's sad. People around you have no idea. People around you have no clue. Because you're showing the opposite of that. You're showing good team spirit. You're showing optimism. You could be even feeling that, but there is a part of you that no one sees. There is a part of you that is grieving or that is wanting to purge, that you keep hidden because it's no one's fault that you're feeling like that. It's maybe even a part of you that you don't even know why it exists. It feels like a part that you're still trying to understand. This feels as if it's something to do with your existential, or to do with your existence in any form, because it feels like an existential crisis here. But you're still finding a way to deliver to the people that care about you, that rely on you, that wants the best for you. You have like good people around you, but they don't know how you truly feel, or maybe you don't even understand that part of you, so you keep that hidden until you learn more, until you know more. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Huh. I'm seeing like two sides to you, two sides. And it is the two sides of that we spoke about. It feels like these two sides are in opposition. You could have a conflicted, like you could have like mood swings or feeling like a bit of conflict between your heart and mind and trying to rationalize things, but your heart needs to let this emotional burst out, and this could be anger, frustration, disappointment, something that is negative that you're keeping deep down, and it needs to be let out for it to be free. Okay, let's continue. You need to connect with spirit. And by connecting to spirit, I don't mean that you have to fucking summon something. No, I mean you meditate, sit with yourself, listen to yourself, allow messages to come in, allow your mind to be silent so that other things in your being speak. So in a way, shuts your mind off, and when I say mind, I mean the brain. Shut the brain out. Or your throat chakra could be blocked, but that could be just me being choked by the smoke. But I feel like, Aquarius, you need to shut the brain out. There are a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise, okay? I can feel this freaking, I don't know, tingling sensation in my whole skull. But I feel like you need to shut the brain and be in a meditative state so that everything else can be loud or can speak up, can come out. And that is one way of purging, one way of allowing your emotions to come to the surface and for them to be processed, because there's something that is being kept inside of you and it has like a poisonous energy to your being. It feels like you need to vomit, cough that poison. Maybe you need to fucking breathe for a second. Like, there needs to be a connection between you and your spirit, maybe even your higher self or even your spirit team. But whatever it is, it's not physical, it's non-physical, and it needs you to connect with it. You need to either connect with your own non-physical or the external non-physical. You get what I mean? Okay, so let's continue. And this is something that you will have to do alone. You cannot do this with noise around you, at least for some time. There is something that you have to remember about yourself. I'm not taking that. There is something that you have to remember about yourself which will free you from something else. It's like that something else is making you forget a part of you that is important. There is ego here. There is ego here. There is ego here. You could be you could be someone that is spiritual but also skeptical, and that is a good way to be, okay? Because being skeptical can be beneficial, especially when you are trying to understand both sides, so to speak. You see what I mean? But there is also the awareness. If there is no awareness to how skeptical you are, you could be dismissive of the truth. And I mean, Aquarians are seekers of truth. They have that in common with Sagittarians. That's how I know. But it's in a different way. It's almost like in an intellectual way instead of philosophical way, because that's what makes Aquarians and Sagittarians different. Your intellectual part is in the way of you ascending spiritually. It's making you forget your essence or maybe your purpose. because there is something that you have to remember about yourself that will free you from something else. It could be a spiritual matter that will free you from the physical. Because you need to remember that you are the magician. And the magician is a co-creator, someone that knows how to co-create. And for you to be able to co-create, you need to remember who you are. And for you to remember who you are, you need to shed the things that are physically limiting. Or even spiritually limiting, or emotionally limiting. Whatever it is that is limiting you, it has an ego attached to it. And that ego could be the result of the ego trying to protect you from an idea or understanding something that is beyond your comprehension, and that could create fear or trauma of some kind. Because even when you ascend spiritually, it's through even like it's through a pressure or suffering or traumatic experience that will push you towards that awakening. A lot of people will have that awakening when they go through something that is tremendously traumatic or life-shifting. But if you are spiritual, you can choose that without having to be pushed to the ground until you hit the ground, and then, oh, okay, so I'm going to be going through an awakening now because nothing else matters. You don't have to lose everything for you to gain everything, or to renew yourself or be a better person. You can do that consciously and bring awareness to it, and do it without the consequence or the suffering attached to it. It can be done peacefully. And that's, I feel like it's a massive part of this reading is trying to remind you that you can do this peacefully. You can do this while you're sitting in a meditative state, trying to face your demons or face the fears that are holding you back from purging the energy, the negative energy, the poisonous energy that's within you. Because we all have those. And even if you were a saint, you will have to repeat that kind of practice until you fucking die, because the life experience is continuously a growth experience. So the more you ascend, the more work that there will be. And maybe you got to the point where the ego is like, okay, so this is it. You can't be better than this. And that could be limiting you. That is limiting you. The ego is in the way of you growing, you remembering. Interesting, very interesting. Let's continue, see if there is another message. Wow, while I was dragging the deck, here comes the Hermit. And the Magician is at the bottom of the deck. Like this is it. You need to be away from the noise so you can hear yourself. And by hear yourself, I don't mean your ego, I don't mean your I don't mean your brain. I mean your spirit, yourself. Ooh, here comes a different energy. There is someone that could help you on this path. Maybe it's me helping you. Who knows? It could be someone that you had conflicts with, or someone that you think is it feels like someone that you don't think is good for you. But you seem to be thinking about this person. So, okay, so you know this person. You know this person, but you think it's sexual. It's more than sexual. Okay. It's more than sexual. It's the Lovers. It's definitely more than sexual. You have the Two of Cups and the Lovers. You know, I mean, you think it's sexual because there is sexual energy here, but it's more than that. You are thinking about this person. You could be even thinking about them before you sleep or before you go to bed. You could be, yeah. This is not in your head, Aquarius. Whatever that you're thinking about this person, it feels mutual, it feels spiritual, it feels meant to be, the Wheel of Fortune. This is something that you're meant to experience. And maybe there is resistance because you do have the Five of Wands here. Maybe there is resistance because you're telling yourself, no, it's not going to work, or no, I don't like this person for this and that. But it could be on a physical level, a spiritual level, you two are one. I mean, I don't want to say a twin flame, but this is definitely a soulmate. What you don't know is that this person can help you. But also the ego is in the way of you realizing that. Because feelings, who? Feelings, who? I feel like you're not acknowledging the emotional side of this. And this could be because there are feelings here. I feel like you have turned your heart. It's like you've locked your heart away and you're not understanding this connection because you cannot feel your heart. You cannot feel those emotions. For you to unlock your heart is the only way for you to feel this connection. How can you feel something if you have put your feelings off? You see what I mean? So your feelings are off and you're meant to feel this connection to know its worth. So it's kind of like you will have to do something that is uncomfortable for you to get to understand the comfort. Because this person offers that. This person offers the Ten of Cups. This person offers something that is emotional, something that is fulfilling, nourishing. But it won't come easy because there is a transformation waiting for you to happen before you even realize or understand this connection. I'm going to take this to the extended reading. The link will be in the description box. I will see you there.